Hello, this is a quick demonstration of Expodo. We've got the prototype camera here and we're just in an office room with a fan blowing and some lettering in the background, and here we have the user interface. So I'm just going to walk through a couple of settings. The first thing to say is that Expodo is all about managing exposure, so setting the brightness of your image, number one, and number two, deciding which parts of your image are blurry or sharp. So the four arcs here sum to a complete circle when the image is of a normal brightness or correctly exposed, and if any of them are reduced, let me do that here with the green arc for instance, then the picture becomes dark. Adding length to these arcs will ultimately make the circle more than complete, and then the picture is overexposed. So if we try taking a photograph there, we'll see it's brighter than we might probably want. So I'm going to just actually set it to auto, which means that it will automatically adjust to be a complete circle. And if we, for instance, wanted to blur the background, then we need to increase the background blur arc. There we go. Take a photo. Background is blurry. Similarly, if we wanted a sharp background, we can reduce the background blur arc. Let's try that. We're focused on the fan, but the background is pretty sharp. Let's now move to time. Maybe we want to blur the blades of the fan. So we should get that at the moment because we've got a big motion blur arc. So focus on the fan. There we go, we can see the blades of the fan are blurred, and even the ribbon, which is moving a bit slower, is blurred. Let's see if we can freeze that motion. So I'm reducing the blue arc. Something else has got to compensate, and that's the background blur. So we're getting lots of background blur in exchange for less motion blur. Let's see how that works when we take a photograph. Focused on the fan. There we go, we've frozen the blades of the fan and we've frozen the ribbon. Now there's one more thing here, which is the grain blur, and we can simulate that if we just close the blinds in this room. So really cut down the light. Go back to the camera. Now you may not remember how big the white arc was on this, but the white arc represents how bright the room is, and that has shrunk dramatically, and so now the circle is incomplete and the picture is underexposed. So we're going to have to increase something. Let's try increasing the blue arc, but maybe we didn't want to increase blue arc. Maybe we still wanted to freeze the motion of the fan, in which case, and maybe we also wanted the background blurry, so we're going to have to increase instead the grain blur. So let's see what happens when we do that. So focusing on the fan, take the photograph. Now the photo is taken, and if you look carefully, hopefully you can see it on this image, there's quite a lot of grain blur. I'll do that again. Same settings. So at my end here live, I can see there's quite a lot of grain blur, and you'd certainly see that if you blew this up large. So that's it. That's our first working prototype.